Hi everyone, welcome to 73 Questions with Cornellians. My name is Alyssa, I'm majoring in sociology, minoring in law and society, and I'm glad you can join us today.
Where are we right now, Alyssa?
Right now we are on Hope Plaza, which is central to campus. You have the clock tower right behind me, West Campus over there. Behind us we have Oaken Shields, which is a dining hall, and the Cornell store, and way down there is Cornell Health.
How would you describe the student body in one word?
In one word, I would describe the student body as diverse. We are diverse not just in our ethnic makeup, but also in our different interests and potential career paths. And just generally, I feel like you have a lot of different people who are interested in all ranges of field.
What is the weather like in Ithaca?
The weather in Ithaca is, I would say now you have a little wind chill going, but overall the sun was out earlier. It was a beautiful day. And yeah, it has its ups and downs for sure.
What's your favorite spot to eat on campus?
My favorite spot to eat on campus is Max. That's currently located in the hotel school. It's one of our many places where we can spend BRBs on campus, and I really like the smoothies from there.
What's the best thing you've ever eaten on campus?
The best thing I've ever had on campus is probably the quesadillas from Crossings Cafe, which is up on North Campus.
What is your favorite dining hall?
My favorite dining hall is probably... I'm going to go with Becker Dining Hall on West Campus because that's where I live and we have some pretty good food down there.
What are BRBs?
BRBs, as I mentioned earlier, are Big Red Bucks, and it stands for Big Red Bucks, and basically all first-year students are required to have an unlimited meal plan, and with the unlimited meal plan you get 400 BRBs that you can spend at not dining halls across the campus, such as places like Max and other types of cute little cafe type areas.
What is College Town?
College Town, which is located over yonder, is basically a cute little town right outside of the Ithaca campus where a lot of kids go to for restaurants or different types of nights out, and yeah.
What's your favorite thing to do off campus?
My favorite thing to do off campus is probably hang out in College Town, grab something to eat, or go to Target. I'm a big Target girl.
Is it easy to get around campus in Ithaca?
Yes, so Ithaca is very walkable, first of all, especially like the Cornell campus. But even if walking isn't exactly your thing, all first years have unlimited and free TCAT bus passes, and the TCAT is Ithaca's local bus route, so it comes on campus and can also take you off of campus.
How does laundry work?
So laundry, you have to do it yourself, guys. I'm sorry to break it to you, but you're in college now. But if you don't want to do it yourself, there is a Lazy Bones service, so you can pay someone to do it for you. But essentially, you have your money on your phone or whatever. You can also use your credit card, and you pay the washing machine to start, and you pay the dryer to start, and it's on a use-by-use basis.
Are there gyms available on campus?
I'm sorry?
Are there gyms available on campus?
Yes, there are gyms available on campus. So I actually work at the Cornell Fitness Centers, and we have 5 fitness centers all across campus. There's one on West, 2 on North, 2 on North, and then 1 on Central, so maybe that's 4, actually.
What is the social scene like?
So there is lots to do in terms of social. There is the Greek life that a lot of Cornellians are involved in, but I'm not involved in Greek life, and even not, I still have a great time hanging out with my friends and going to different types of events such as a cappella concerts, different ice skating rinks, lots of sports teams and hockey games. And yeah, it's just really nice that Cornell itself holds all types of events.
What's Slope Day?
Slope Day is Cornell's annual music festival kind of thing, where the whole campus is dedicated to one thing, music and having lots of fun. So we've had Slope Day performances in the past, such as Drake, but that was a while ago. And yeah, it's usually typically held the day after the last day of classes in the spring semester, and it's really fun.
What's Dragon Day?
Dragon Day is usually held the Friday before spring break, and it's basically where the College of Architectural Arts and Planning creates a huge dragon out of whatever materials they deem fit and parades it across campus. So it's like one huge parade.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate the school spirit?
I would say it depends on your location. Sometimes people still think, oh, it's Cornell, it's school, but see us at a hockey game, the school spirit is 100% a 10 there.
If you could change one thing about Cornell, what would it be?
The pre-enroll process for classes is a bit difficult and stressful. You have to wake up at the crack of dawn and then sit at the computer and anxiously anticipate the clock turning so that you click a button and then see if you get the right classes or not. So I feel like they can make that a little more accessible because some people do have 8 a.m.s. Yeah.
What's one thing that surprised you about Cornell?
I'd say one thing that surprised me about Cornell is how nice everyone is. I feel like with the Ivy League title comes the assumption that people here are kind of stuck up or like unwelcoming, and that's just not been my experience at all. So that definitely surprised me, and the people here are really nice.
How did you meet your closest friends on campus?
I met my closest friends on campus because they lived down the door from me and across the hall from me. So it was essentially just freshman year knocking on my neighbors' doors, being like, hey, want to come play cards? And now we're still best friends.
What does your typical weekend look like?
My typical weekend looks like probably catching up on the sleep that I missed during the week because I have early classes, but also I like to hang out with my friends, go to breakfast. Sometimes we walk around campus or we go to College Town Bagels, which is a cute little cafe / restaurant place in College Town right off campus. And we either go to sports games or we just kind of all hang out and watch a movie.
What's your favorite memory at Cornell?
My favorite memory at Cornell has to be freshman year. It was raining, but it was still summer, so it was like the nice warm type of rain, and me and my friend just kind of went out and we danced in the rain and had a lot of fun, and it was one of the first moments where it's like, wow, you're out on your own and it's great.
Hi everyone, my name is Tenzin and I'm a sophomore in the College of Arts and Sciences, originally from Chicago, Illinois, and I'm majoring in biology and society and minoring in inequality studies on the health equity track and migration studies.
Tenzin, where are we right now?
So right now we're on the Arts Quad. It's this really big green area where professors love to have classes outdoors when the weather is nice, like today, and you'll see people having picnics and playing frisbee and other outdoor activities.
What's your favorite place to study on the Arts Quad?
So right now my favorite place to study is probably in Goldensmith Hall, which is the building right behind me. On the second floor there's this nook, and there's a bunch of like comfy sofas and chairs and tables where I love to do work in.
What's your favorite library?
So I don't really study at libraries right now during my sophomore year, but I remember during my freshman year I really enjoyed working in the basement of Olin Library, which is right to the left of me.
How easy is it to study abroad within the College of Arts and Sciences?
I would say it's pretty easy. I think the main thing you have to really focus on is meeting your major and minor requirements in addition to any like pre-professional requirements, like if you're a pre-health or pre-law. If you're able to do that while studying abroad, then it shouldn't be a problem.
Are you involved in research on campus?
I am involved in research on campus. It's with the Meta Research Group, and it's focused on global public health.
What's the College Scholars Program?
So the College Scholars Program is an individualized program for those who are more academically curious and ambitious, and they just want to create their own major within the College of Arts and Sciences.
What's the Nexus Scholars Program?
So the Nexus Scholars Program is a summer research program that offers up to $8,000 for people who have minimal research experience or no research experience at all. And you're basically given money to do research on campus over the summer with an A&S faculty member.
What's the Pathways Internship Program?
Oh, there's Alex. She can talk more about the Pathways Internship Program.
Hi everyone, I'm Alexandra. I'm a sophomore at Cornell University. So the Pathways Internship Program, or PIP, is a grant experience program, also an academic program, where you work with a mentor that kind of guides you through professional development opportunities, such as how to do interviews, things like that. And then you get an $8,000 fund for your summer experience after your sophomore year.
Thank you, Alex. Have fun in class.
Thank you.
What did you do over the summer?
So over the summer, I worked a few jobs to earn some money, and in addition to that, I did research with the Meta Research Group in collaboration with the Late Law Scholars Program.
What's the ANS Summer Experience Grant?
So the Summer Experience Grant is basically money that's allotted to those who demonstrate financial need, and it provides them with financial aid to pursue any minimally paid or unpaid summer internship.
What's the Professional Development Fund?
So the Professional Development Fund is basically an amount of money that's allocated to students to pursue any professional development activity, like buying interview attire or attending a conference and things like that.
What are the job opportunities like on campus?
I would say there are ample job opportunities on campus. In fact, during the summer before my freshman year, I was scrolling through the student employment website to find jobs, and ultimately I got a job.
What resources are available at Cornell to help you find internships and other professional opportunities?
There are a lot. You can use your professors who are always name-dropping internships and other career opportunities. You can also subscribe to different newsletters on campus from different organizations and clubs. In addition to that, you can use the Career Development Office, which is also in Goldwyn Smith Hall, and they can direct you to other resources too.
What's your favorite part about arts and sciences?
My favorite part about the College of Arts and Sciences is probably that everyone is so academically curious and ambitious, and they don't shy away from tackling something in a very interdisciplinary manner.
Where did you live your freshman year?
So during my freshman year, I lived in Jameson Hall, which is on North Campus, and something to note is that all freshmen are required to live on North Campus.
What was move-in like?
Move-in for me was very hot and sweaty, but something I would recommend is that you don't have the same time slot as your roommate in order to avoid clashing.
Which clubs are you involved in?
I'm involved in a few clubs like College and Career Readiness Initiative and Cornell Hunger Relief. I'm also the science editor for the Cornell Daily Sun.
What's Club Fest?
Club Fest is a time during the beginning of your fall and spring semester where you're kind of immersed in different clubs on campus during a day-long event.
How do you start a club?
Funny that you asked, because I recently started a club with my friends. It's called UNICEF Club, and we raise awareness about children's rights around the world. But basically, how you start a club is make sure that your club meets the eligibility requirements, which is listed on the website. And after that, you can sign up via campus groups, and then you'll be in touch with someone from that office.
Are you sleep deprived?
I wouldn't say I'm sleep deprived. I think it really just depends on the college you're in and your major and your coursework and just how you manage your work during the day. But I personally wouldn't say I'm sleep deprived.
How many hours of sleep do you get in a day?
I would say on average like 7 to 8. So yeah, a pretty decent amount.
What resources does Cornell Health offer to promote mental health and wellness?
Cornell offers counseling services through a program known as CAPS, which is short for Counseling and Psychological Services. And basically, they offer in-person workshops, which can be both individual and group workshops. In addition to those, there are workshops on procrastination and anxiety and other mental health related topics. And if you're unsure if therapy is the right fit for you, you can also attend drop-in sessions.
Are there any other resources on campus to alleviate financial burden for students?
There are a lot of resources, such as the Cornell Food Pantry, which is right off of West Campus. In addition to that, there is the Access Grant, which is an amount of money allocated to students who demonstrate financial need and who need to finance any of their expenditures during the school year, such as buying interview attire or winter gear and things like that. There's also Annabelle's Grocer, which is a student-run organization that offers that sells food, like fresh foods and produce, at a discounted price. And they do this through a subsidy fund, so that prices are less than what you would find at a local grocery store.
What's something that surprised you the most about Cornell?
I would say that there's always something to do at Cornell, and because I come from a big city like Chicago, I was kind of scared that I wasn't going to find things to do and keep me busy here in Ithaca and Cornell, but there's always something to do, and I feel like these students really add life to the campus.
Hi everyone, my name is Toko. I'm a junior in the College of Arts and Sciences studying chemistry with a minor in biological sciences, and I'm from Cape Town.
Where are we right now?
We're in Temple of Zeus, but it's closed right now.
What is that?
It's an eatery on campus, and basically they have really good sandwiches and soups.
What are the arts and sciences distribution requirements?
These are classes outside your major that fall into 10 categories that you have to take to graduate.
What is your favorite class in the arts and sciences?
My favorite class is the Spanish language classes.
Since there are TAs in many Cornell classes, what exactly is a TA?
A TA is basically an academic assistant to your professor, so they help professors grade papers and they hold discussions as well.
And what exactly is a credit?
A credit is basically an indication of how much work you have to put into a class. So 4-credit classes are definitely a little bit harder than 3-credit classes.
How many credits do students usually take per semester?
They usually take between 15 and 18, and the max is 22.
What has been your favorite non-arts and sciences class?
My favorite non-arts and sciences class was my neural and behavioral class.
Who's your favorite professor in
My
arts and
favorite
sciences?
professor is Professor Davis in the chemistry department.
What are office hours and how do I utilize them?
Office hours are times outside your normal class hours that professors and teaching assistants hold to basically answer any questions you have or help you with homework and help you prepare for exams as well.
How many students are in your classes on average?
I'm going to say 20.
What are prelims?
Prelims are basically exams.
How many hours of homework do you do in a day?
I probably do 6 hours.
What's one key difference between college and high school?
College is definitely more like free form, and you basically get more opportunities to pick what you want to study and how you want to do it. And I think high school is definitely more like rigid.
How does pre-enrollment work?
Pre-enroll is basically when you pick your classes for the next semester during the current semester, and basically if you're a junior versus a sophomore, a junior gets an earlier time slot than sophomore.
What's been your favorite PE class so far?
My favorite PE class was an intro to meditation because it definitely put me out of my comfort zone.
What is the language requirement?
Language requirement is basically a requirement in the College of Arts and Sciences that says you have to speak any language of your choice at an intermediate level.
Does coding count as a language?
No, it doesn't, but there are 40 different languages you can pick from. So,
Is it possible to pursue multiple majors and minors?
you can pursue multiple majors in your college, but you can definitely get minors outside your college.
What is a first-year writing seminar?
A first year writing seminar is a small class led by faculty that basically teaches you how to write on a professional level and understand texts that can be a little bit complicated.
Where do you see yourself in 20 years?
I definitely see myself still in school. I'm not sure if it's going to be for a PhD or med school, but I definitely still see myself in school.
What's one piece of advice you have for prospective students?
I would say it's really difficult, but if you ask for help, it becomes a lot easier.
What surprised you the most about Cornell?
I would say how how nice everybody is. I definitely didn't think I was gonna make friends, but I have a lot of friends that I really like.
If you could describe Cornell in one word, what would it be?
Interesting.
Can you tell me about a fun fact about Cornell?
I guess Cornell is really cold. Most of the time during the year it's kind of cold, but the summers here are really beautiful, so it kind of offsets the cold.
Why did you apply to the College of Arts and Sciences?
I applied to the College of Arts and Sciences because I didn't know what I wanted to do, and it kind of gave me the flexibility of choosing what I wanted to do. And I didn't have to pick one specifically at the beginning. I had the time to explore what I wanted to do.
Are you happy you chose arts and sciences at Cornell?
Yeah, definitely.